With the support of the Australian government, Skills for Inclusive Growth presents Fire is described as the rapid oxidation of a material in the exothermic chemical process of combustion, releasing heat, light, and various reaction products. At a certain point in the combustion reaction, called the ignition point, flames are produced. The flame is the visible portion of fire.
Hello, picture naging kata ka rin ko din na.
A fire has the potential to create panic among guests and staff. To minimize panic and reduce potential for unnecessary danger to lives and property, it is vitally important that all hotel staff are aware of proper procedures to follow when a fire occurs, because there will be no time to read a manual once a fire emergency occurs. All staff in every department should know their responsibilities and understand what to do if a fire emergency occurs. Let us now look at the types of fire. Class A. Fires involving solid materials such as wood, paper or textiles. Class B. Fires involving flammable liquids such as petrol, diesel or oils. Class C. Fires involving gases. Class D. Fires involving metals. Class E. Fires involving live electrical apparatus. Technically, Class E doesn't exist. However, this is used for convenience here. Class F. Fires involving cooking oils such as in deep fat fryers. All staff should know where the fire extinguishers are located in their areas of operation and understand how to use a fire extinguisher to lessen the risk that small contained fires grow into large contained blazes that can cause serious injuries or death and or substantial damage to property. Water extinguishers. Water extinguishers are one of the most cost-effective ways to fight Class A fires, those fueled by solid materials such as paper, wood and textiles. There are 4 different types of water extinguishers: water jet, water spray, water with additives and water mist or fog. Water jet extinguishers work by spraying a jet of water at the burning materials, cooling them and preventing re-ignition. They should not be used on live electrical equipment. Water spray extinguishers use a very fine spray of water droplets. Each droplet is surrounded by air which is non-conductive. Most water spray fire extinguishers carry a 35 kV dielectric test approval, which means they have been tested on a 35,000 volt electrical source at 1 meter. Water extinguishers with additives are water extinguishers with foaming chemicals added. The water loses its natural surface tension, meaning that it can soak into the burning materials more effectively. Adding the chemicals to water means that a smaller extinguisher can produce the same fire rating as a larger water-only extinguisher. Water mist or fog extinguishers apply water in the form of mist or fog. The droplets are much smaller than those from the water spray extinguisher. The smaller the droplet, the larger its surface area with its size. The quicker the droplet evaporates, which absorbs the heat energy faster. The downside is the smaller the droplet, the less it weighs and therefore the less powerful the cloud of water. All water extinguishers have a red label. Let's now look at the foam extinguishers. Foam fire extinguishers can be used on Class A and Class B fires. They are more suited to extinguishing liquid fires such as petrol or diesel and are more versatile than water jet extinguishers because they can also be used on solids such as wood and paper. The foam extinguishers liquid fires by sealing the surface of the liquid, preventing flammable vapor from reaching the air and starving the fire of fuel. They are not suitable for use on free-flowing liquid fires. Foam extinguishers have a cream label. Let's now look at the powder extinguishers. Powder extinguishers are a good multi-purpose fire extinguisher because they can be used on Class A, Class B and Class C fires. They can also be used on fires involving electrical equipment. However, they do not cool the fire, so it can be reignited. Powder extinguishers can also create loss of visibility and may create breathing problems. They are not generally recommended to use inside buildings unless there is no alternative. Powder extinguishers have a blue label. Let's now look at the carbon dioxide extinguishers. Carbon dioxide extinguishers are ideal for places with a lot of electrical equipment such as offices or server rooms because they are safe to use on fire involving electrical apparatus. Carbon dioxide extinguishers do not leave any residue unlike a foam extinguisher. They can also be used on Class B fires, those involving flammable liquids such as paraffin or petrol. Carbon dioxide extinguishers work by smothering the fire and cutting off the supply of air. Carbon dioxide extinguishers has a black label. Let's now talk about the wet chemical extinguishers. Wet chemical extinguishers are suitable for use on Class F fires involving cooking oils and fats such as lard, olive oil, sunflower oil, maize oil and butter. They are extremely effective when used correctly. The wet chemical rapidly knocks the flames out, cools the burning oil and chemically reacts to form a soap-like solution, sealing the surface and preventing reignition. Although they can be primarily designed for use of Class F fires, for cooking oils and deep fat fryers, they can also be used for Class A fires which are involved with wood, paper and fabrics, and also on Class B fires which are involving flammable liquids. Wet chemical extinguishers have a yellow label. Along with fire extinguishers, let's also talk about fire blankets. Fire blankets are primarily for the use on hot oil fires such as frying pans or small deep fat fryers. They can also be used on someone whose clothing has caught on fire. They work by smothering the fire, stopping access to the oxygen fueling it, and extinguishing it. Let us now look at the diagram in which the fire-fighting extinguishers and fire types are briefed. Fire can destroy your hotel, its property, the lives of you and your fellow employees as well as the lives of guests. Therefore, always be vigilant. If there is a fire, take the necessary steps to control the fire correctly. We hope to impart the necessary knowledge through this series of programs.